What's up, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard with the Gaming Brigade here with our first Ghost Recon Breakpoint video, and today, my friends, we're going to be going over some of the details in regards to Motherland, which launches next Tuesday. Now, as most of you know, this brings with it Title Update 4.1, which should bring a lot of changes we've been waiting to see for a long time. Now, if you happen to be new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Secondly, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family, and if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really does help us out. Finally, as most of you know, we have giveaways here, and our current one is for a PlayStation 5, and all you need to do to enter is either subscribe here or follow us on Twitter. Either way is fine. The winner will be announced on December 31st of this year, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, watching our content is not a requirement to win. Only watch the things here you may enjoy. That's why you have the option of entering via Twitter. Having said that, let's get into today's video. One thing I'd like to mention as we start off today is that there are a ton of notes for Title Update 4.1. Now, I don't want to read you everything word for word. That will take too long. I'll go over some of the highlights, and I'll also make sure I leave a link to all of the patch notes in the description down below. That way you can check it out anytime you want. You can see here that the game just put out a bunch of information, and they start off by saying the following. On November 2nd, Operation Motherland, aka Title Update 4.1, will be deployed on the live server during maintenance across all platforms. Expect a period of downtime while our team deploys the update. In addition to the new content and changes listed below, please note that our bug fixes and known issues list has also been updated. Thank you for taking the time to share your opinions with us as we continue to improve the game. They then go on to talk about the actual size of the patch. This title update will be released in a repackaged format, which may improve general in-game performance for some users. This causes a heavier patch but will allow lighter updates in the future. It will also reduce disk space occupied by Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now moving on to some of the things we can look forward to with this new title update, starting with Conquest Mode. Conquest Mode is a new alternative mode to the classic GRB story. It is accessible via the objective board or the TAC map right after the onboarding portion of the story mode. Players must conquer the island region by region and free Aurora from the clutches of the Bodarks with the help of the Outcasts and Karen Bowman. In addition to that, as most of you know by now, the game is also introducing a bunch of new enemies into the game, including the Tactician, the Oppressor, the Dreadnought, the Trooper, and the Seeker. Next, I'd like to talk about just some of the highlights we can expect with this new content. You can see here you'll be able to play more than 60 short missions to dismantle the Bodark influence, complete the missions in any order to conquer the 11 regions of Aurora. Notice the impact of your missions on Aurora as the rebel presence will increase, weakening the Bodarks. You can also see in this page that they mention the fact that the Conquest Mode marks the return of the optical camo, and I know for so many players out there, including myself, this is something we love to use in the game. I'm so glad it's being brought back, and like so many of you, I cannot wait to use it. Moving on to the next page, they start to go into depth about the progression system. You can see the maximum XP level was increased from 30 to 99, which is absolutely insane. A weapon mastery system was introduced, allowing you to use extra skill points to improve the characteristics of specific weapon categories to fit your playstyle. They also mention the fact that they are making major enhancements to the actual weather and our environment. So they're going to be, just to give an example, some micro changes in the weather, clearer and denser clouds, more radiosity, frequent rain in the marshes, just a bunch of different stuff to look forward to. They are also doing an environment effects revamp, which includes insects, fumes, floating grasses, and flying birds, and they also mention the fact that weather scenarios will not repeat from one day to the next. Next, I'd like to talk about the progression system, and they give us a few pages of information on that. Again, I will leave a link in the description down below. Now, right out of the gate, you do get a few rewards, and you can see here, as you progress from level 30 to 90, these are the other rewards you can expect to receive. Moving on to the last few pages, my friends, this is where they go into all of the quality of life improvements that we should be able to expect once this title update launches. Now, they did put out a tweet with this information the other day, and this is stuff, in regards to your AI teammates, the audio, customization, as well as a lot of other things we've been waiting to see for a long time. Now, on the outside chance that some of the issues you may be having in the game isn't on this list, please let me know in the comments section down below. This is my first video for Ghost Recon. I'm a day one player. I've been playing it forever. Why I haven't made a video, honestly, I don't know as yet, but one of my main goals is to try to help people out in any way I can in regards to their gameplay. With that being said, moving forward, I will be covering this game at least on a weekly basis, 1 to 2 videos a week. Now, we know that it launches next Tuesday, so I'll be putting out a video on Tuesday or Wednesday going over some of the community feedback, and my friends, you are the most important aspect of that, so once again, please let me know what's going on with your gameplay down below. On that note, I'm going to start to wrap this video up. However, as always, I want to thank you all for your continued support. Like I said at the beginning of this thing, this is my first of hopefully many videos for this game. I absolutely love it, and so many of these changes are things I've been looking forward to seeing, and I'd love to get your insight as well. At this point, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. However, as I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. We would love for you to be a part of what we're doing. If you enjoyed this, do me a favor, hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Operation Motherland is led by an old friend of the Ghosts, Karen Bowman. After you and your squad completed your original mission on Aroa, the island quickly became a strategic place for powerful countries looking to get their hands on its technology.
Drones approach the island.
In response, the CIA has tasked Karen Bowman to defuse this global upcoming crisis by giving the control of the island to a neutral force, the Outcasts, led by Harui Ito. To do so, you will have to help the Outcasts get rid of the remaining enemy forces in a brand new mode, the Conquest Mode. The Conquest Mode is a new alternative mode to Ghost Recon Breakpoint story mode. You will have to conquer various territories of Aroa by carrying out various destabilization missions.